Namaskar. We were discussing the properties of Laplace transform in our last lectures. In that, I mentioned some of the important properties like linearity property, translation of function or shifting properties, change of scale property, etc. These were few properties which I mentioned in our last lectures in the beginning. After that, we took these properties one by one and discussed them. Like in the previous lecture, we discussed first the linearity property and explained that in a proper way. After that, we started translation of function, which is also named as shifting properties. In that, we studied that these shifting properties are two. First shifting property and second shifting property. We studied first shifting property, gave its statement and proved that statement. After that, we had an example, and on the basis of our property, which is first shifting property, we solved that example and found the result of the problem. In today's lecture, we will discuss second shifting property. So please write down in your notebook. The heading will be second shifting property. Before starting this article, I will again mention that in the Laplace transform, we are starting with a function ft, which is capital F. T is the variable. And after the transform, we will get another function fs. This is small f and variable is s. So these were our notations. And I hope all of you remember what is the definition or the statement of Laplace transform. And we will use that definition or statement again and again as required. So in the second shifting property, write down this property arises from the multiplication of the transform by an exponential function. So this statement is an important statement because in it you must note that I have stated multiplication of the transform. That means we are talking about Fs, which is what? Transform of the function ft. So you will have to be careful about this statement. Now, to state and to prove this property, which is what? Second shifting property, we will begin with a function which is slightly different. And let us take that function equal to gt. So g is capital, and within the brackets we will write t, which is again the same variable. Now we are going to define this function. So this function will be like this. This is our function gt. So note down like this. And this is equal to, you put a symbol like this and write here ft minus k. And here we will write t is greater than k. And then write 0, means this function is equal to 0 when here you will write t lies between 0 to k. T is greater than 0 and less than k. So please note that this is a function which is giving us two values which are equal to f of t minus k when t is greater than k, and 0 for this value. Then you will have to write the statement that then L of gt, matlab means we are saying that Laplace transform of this function gt will be equal to exponential of minus ks into fs. This is the Laplace transform, and after transform, that the function which we were receiving was fs, we are writing that here. So this will be our second shifting property, or in other words we can say the statement of the second shifting property. Our new function gt is in the form of f. Under these conditions, it will have these two values and the statement will be equal to this equation. Again, in this statement, please note down that fs is Laplace transform of ft. Now, after defining the new function and giving the statement of shifting property, we will prove, we will verify this property. And to verify this property, we will use the definition of Laplace transform. The same value, same equation, same statement. So please start with the left hand side, which is equal to L of gt. So from the definition of Laplace transform, L of gt will be equal to 0 to infinity exponential of minus st into gt into dt. Simple definition of Laplace transform is being used here. Now we will use this statement, and the integration on the right hand side will be divided into two parts. One will be from 0 to k and other will be from k to infinity. So write down, this is equal to 0 to k exponential of minus st gt into dt plus k to infinity exponential of minus st gt into dt. So in place of one integration, we are getting two integrations here. Now this value is what? Equal to 0, because in this limit the value of gt is equal to 0. So we will write this value equal to 0 and the remaining value will be equal to this quantity. That is integration from k to infinity exponential of minus st into ft minus k, because in this limit gt is equal to fo into t minus k. So we will get this value. Now please put the value t minus k equal to another one, which is tau. That means t will be equal to k plus tau. Then the above equation will take this form. This will be equal to this quantity. Now what you have to do is put the value of t from here into this equation. T is equal to k plus tau. So our integration, our exponential value will be equal to this quantity. We will write exponential of minus sk, which will be one of the factors which we will receive from here after putting the value of t, which is equal to, again I am saying, k plus tau. So k into s. One factor will be exponential of minus sk and another factor will be exponential of minus s tau. Negative sign will remain common because of this factor. So our equation will be equal to, write down, exponential of minus sk integration from 0 to infinity exponential of minus of s tau f tau into d tau. this is what, if we see it carefully, what is this part? Only this part is what? The statement of Laplace transform. So we can write that our value will be equal to exponential of minus of sk into fs. This is our statement which we gave in the beginning equal to this equation. Laplace transform of gt is equal to exponential of minus k into s into fs, and this is what we are achieving. So this is the proof of the statement which is second shifting